are you, our beloved student, and how are you, our beloved viewer? We are very happy to have you today. My name is Olenjolaim TAYAI from beautiful country called Tanzania. Simply just call me Sir Olenjolai. I'm here just to bring the good news for you on one of our online institutions, and especially the good news of basic engineering and scientific mathematics. Well, so I don't want to waste much of your time. I know that your time is very essential components of your life. I would like to take this opportunity now to welcome you into our online Diploma Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania in square bracket Olenjolaim. Simultaneously, I would like also to welcome into one of our YouTube channels that's called Online Diploma Polyinstitute. This is the combinations of abbreviations and combination of the two words Polytechnic Institute. So here we have Poly Institute. This is our of Tanzania in square bracket Olenjolai. So there is no this M in square bracket. Well, so the next question, possibly that this is your first time to visit our online institutions, where I would like to say that you are warmly welcome. You are in the right place for you to get good news every day and every times, at any time and anywhere across the country of United Republic of Tanzania, and even in any of the country of the African continents, or in Asia, or in North America or South America, or in Australia, or in Asia, as well as in Europe continent. So, what are we doing in online Diploma Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania in square bracket Olenjolaim? Well, here we have an assignment to train, to incubate, to teach, and even to mentor and to lead and to encourage some group of students who will be ready to take the classroom instruction in engineering, mathematics, or fundamental modules or courses, we call them, and the core courses, to extract the knowledge from those knowledge. So we are going to teach you that how you can extract the knowledge from the formal education that you are getting in the class for both combinations of the courses, fundamental and core courses, and combine with the knowledge of the Word of God that we will be extracting it from the Holy Bible in another department in order to solve real-life problems. So simply the vision we have is we are going to teach you, we are going to train you, we are going to incubate you, we are going to mentor you, we are going to lead you, and we are going to encourage you and motivate you on how you can extract the knowledge from the classroom instructions, combining with the knowledge of the Word of God in order to solve real life problems. So our visions has 4 parts. The first part, first of all, comprehensions and the extractions of the knowledge from the classroom instruction that we'll be focusing right now. And the second part is extractions of the knowledge of the Word of God from the Holy Bible. And the third part is combining these two knowledge, which seem like a like church, but they are like, will make them sound like church. And also the fourth part is actual solving real life problems. So our main objective in online Diploma Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania is to see our continuing and even graduate students solving real life problems, even if a small scale of them. So currently we have 4 departments in these online institutions. One of the departments is called Basic Engineering and Scientific Mathematics, and some other 3 departments are just for the spiritual house or for the spiritual course. That is departments of praise the Lord, departments of worship our God in spirit and truth, and also we have departments of the kingdoms of heavens in the same online institutions. This is online institutions. We don't have any physical institution, so don't try to join any physical institutions that's been titled with online Diploma Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania. So we have just online platforms. Later on, so if God blesses us, we can have even a physical platform. So we have in these departments of basic engineering and scientific mathematics, we are training basic technicians who want to really understand the information that provided or guided or have been overseen and even have been organized systematically in order to prepare a basic technician. So to take you from either your ordinary level understanding and comprehensions of mathematics and science. So in this level right now, we want to prepare you to become a basic technicians, and actually that we want you to be a competence-based technicians. So in these departments, we are going to teach you all the 6 modules or courses that you are going to take them when you are in ordinary diploma level before you cross into the next level. So all of these 6 modules or courses are modules of mathematics. So I would like to invite you to join me right now into this interesting part of life, okay, of life. So again, another thing that I want to address before is we have this course is called Fundamental Rule of Counting, Matrices and Differentiation. We are still in chapter 1 at Fundamental Rule of Counting, and we're about to finish this first chapter. We still have only 1 lecture. Okay, so this is session, or we just call it lecture. So I think the appropriate name is lecture, right? So let me just do this minor correction. So this the second subtopic, the first subtopic I told you about factorial function, and then the second subtopic I told you about permutation. This is the last subtopic when I'm teaching about combination. Okay, so then this is lecture 6. So we still have only 1 lecture to end up this topic and then start another topic. So this lecture 6 is introduction. So this is the abbreviation of the word introduction of 40 of combination. So introduction of combination. So introduction of combination. So introductions of combination in mathematics, not combinations in O level or combinations in some other subjects, right? So you have to understand that. So we say that just to do the quick review. First of all, we made a mistake on the blackboard. We wrote that was this lecture 5. We wrote it as lecture 6. That's not correct. But we cover the contents all about permutation, and we have been solving problems. It was problem solving on permutations, and hence I left the homework, which was titled as example 19 and the example 20. Okay, and this example 20, it was the test 2, test 1, question 1, question 2, something like that, question. And hence basically the point that you have to note is n permutation k. This is equal to n factorial. Then here we have n minus k factorial. Okay, so that's a piece of information. So you can use also a scientific calculator to find that. And we've been dealing on finding the value of n or value of particular variable in different perspectives. So you can use a general formula to find the permutation, or you can use scientific calculator. So by using scientific calculator, we can also place, for example, we can find 60 permutation too. So you can find it by using the scientific calculator. I left the homework of the 2 questions. I believe that you did them, and then in case you didn't do, make sure that you do them before we continue into this next subtopic. Okay, so let us go to the today's session, which is introduction of 40 of combination. Say combination. So the fundamental question that always I begin with, and this I can call it question 1. What is combination first? What is combination? So what the meanings of the word combination in maths? In mathematics. So simply say combination is a selection of items, the selections of item or more than one item from the group of items in which the order of arrangement. The order of arrangement here is not taken into consideration. So this is not taken into consideration. This is a very important point. This is what makes the difference between combination and the permutation. So say permutations is a selection of item or items in such a way that, it's a selection of items from the group of items in such a way that the order of arrangement of those items is taken into consideration. So here we are not taking the order into the consideration. So we say that the notations, so combination is notated. So combination is notated as capital letter C. So it's capital letter C. Okay, capital letter C. So then we say that mathematical formula of combination. Mathematical formula of combination. Okay? So you say that if we select K items from N items, then we say N combination K, this will be given as N factorial over N minus K factorial, N times K factorial. So this is the formula that will be helping us to find combination of of the items or combinations of ways of arrangement. First of all, before I go into that general formula, we say that, for example, A, B, this is the same arrangement with BA, while in permutations it's not the same. So if you are arranging, let's say that Ole, okay, we're arranging Ole, and then this will be the same name, even if you arrange this with name. So the issue in case of combinations is the number of letters number of letters or number of digits in case of the digits. So we say that N combination K is equal to N factorial over N minus K factorial, N times K factorial. That's a general issue or general concept. Again, we say that in mathematics, you remember that N permutation K, this is equal to N factorial over N minus K factorial. Okay? So suppose that this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. So I want to show you the relationship between equation 1 and equation 2. So if you know the permutation, there is no need for you to find the meanings of the N or the value of K or whatever. If you know the permutation value of K, hence you can find the combinations of the terms. So for that case, you say that substitute equation 2 into equation 1. Substitute equation 2 into equation 1. So N combination K, this is equal to what? This is equal to N factorial, and then here we have N minus K factorial, and hence all of this one we multiply with 1 over K factorial. That is equation 2. So then equation 1 is what? So we say n combination k. This is equal to what? This is equal to n permutation k. K permutation k. And then we multiply with what? 1 over k factorial. So this is another formula that can help us to find combination of 40 of the terms. Okay? So that's how that we navigate. Okay. So after having those two formulas, have a wet dust today. Let's see how things will be navigating with this wet duster. Okay. So then we say that this is n combination k is equal to this expression. Okay. So then we say that we can have some examples. Let us have some examples. And this is example 21. And this example 21, before even just we come into a little bit challenging examples, I have some examples from the tutorial sheet, from the classroom tutorial sheet, which have been prepared by the former teachers of this module. So this one is a refer the tutorial sheet. Tutorial sheet, question 21. Question 21, and the question was stating straightforward, compute the following are 12 combination 2 B, compute 10 combination 3 C, 15 combination 12, then there 25 combination 21. So we have those 4 letters. So I'll be solving this by using the general formula that we have discussed a few minutes ago, and then I will teach you how you can use a scientific calculator to compute these combinations quickly. That will be the next sections after this one. So it says solution. Okay, solution. So you have 12 combination 2. So you can begin with Roman R. So the first is 8. So we have to recall the formula. Formula of what? Of combination. So you say n combination k or n combination r. This is equal to n factorial over n minus k factorial and k factorial. So you go second step. So second step now we are going to compute. Compute when n is equal to 12 and k is equal to 2 or r is equal to 2. This course in most institutions of Tanzania has been covered in the first semester of secondary aid, according to nothing. Okay? So then we say that this will be 12 combination 2. This is equal to 12 factorial divided by 12 minus 2 factorial, then times 2 factorial. So if you simplify the denominator of this expression, we have 12 factorial. 12 minus 2, it is 10 factorial, then 2 factorial. So we can determine this one without too much of hassling. 12 factorial, this is 12 times 10 times 10 factorial. Then divided by what? Divided by 10 factorial. 2 factorial is equal to 2. So 10 factorial cancel. 2 with this 12 simplified into 60. So it means 12 combination 2. This is equal to 66. Yes, so 66 because the 6 times 11, which is equal to 66. So this gives us 66. So therefore 12 combination 12 is equal to 66. Okay? But in case if it is permutation, then it will be double this value. It should be 123. That is Roman A. So then Roman B. So for Roman B, we have what? 10 combination 7. This is equal to what? This is equal to 10 factorial. Then we have 10 minus 3 factorial, then 3 factorial. So this will make 10 factorial. Here 10 minus 3, this is 7 factorial, then 3 factorial. So then we say that this is 10 combination 3 is equal to 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 factorial over 7 factorial, 3 factorial. This one and this one are cancelled. So then we say that 9 times 8, that's 72, times 10, that is 720. 3 factorial, it is 6. So 70, so 60, so means 10 combination 3. This is equal to what? 1. Keep 1, so 12, so it is 120. So 6, so 60 by 3 and 2, it is 4. Then 3 times 4 is 1200. Okay, so this is the final response. Okay? Then you have C. C, we have what? 12, 15, combination 12. We are going to prove them with scientific calculator. Right now, this is 15 factorial. Here we have 15 minus 12 factorial and 12 factorial. So this is 15 combination 12 is equal to 15 factorial, which will be 15 times 14 times 13 factorial divided by. So the best way also, we say that yes, they be the same. 12 minus, so then 13 times 12 factorial. So 15 minus 12, this will make 3 factorial times 12 factorial. So this is the largest value. We just simplify. And then the remaining is 15 combination 12. This is equal to what? That is equal to 15 times 14 times 13. Then this is what? 6. So 60 by 3 is equal to 5, by 3 is equal to 2. by 2 is equal to 1, this makes 7. So then we say that 15 combination 12, that is equal to 5 times 7 times 13. Can you use your calculator? 5 times 7 times 13. The answer is 455. So the response for part C is equal to that. So you can solve now for part D. You can pause the video and then copy the information. But because I need that question, I think that this one also should I give for you for the quiz. So you can try yourself, and then by using, after trying on your own, then you can check. It's very simple. So this is, let's say that this is example 12, example 22, number 22, and then compute it by using calculator. I will teach you how you can use scientific calculator to solve or to find combination of the ways. So stay tuned. So we say that for Roman A, we have 12 combination 2. So how are we going to use the scientific calculator? Remember that we have in Tanzania online Diploma Polytechnic, in online Diploma Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania, square bracket OLENJOLAI. We have also online library where that we are providing the essential equipments, or we like to equip our students with essential material and the devices which are relevant for them on learning and mastering fundamental modules or courses of mathematics. So this is the scientific calculator. You can order the original one. We are shipping in any regions of Tanzania. So you just you have to hit the buttons of the show more as the descriptions of this video, and you see how much does it cost you, and then how you can order it. So how are we going to use the scientific calculator to solve that problem? First of all, so we have 12 combination 2. So first of all, we say that insert 12 in a scientific calculator as n, right? As n. Afterwards, then you have to press Shift and then press the division button, which is, it has been written on top of it as n combination r. So in scientific calculator, first of all, this is defined as n combination r. So you say 12, and then you press Shift, then after you press Shift, you press the next button, which is this division button. On top of it, there is n, there is text that reads n combination r. So it means Shift. So you have right 12, Shift. So you have 12. So right now on the display of your scientific calculator, you have 12, then capital letter C. This is capital letter C. Hence now you have to insert what? You have to insert the value of R, which is 2. So if you insert 2, so you just write 2. So you, on the display now, you have 12 combination 2. So afterwards, after you insert 2, the next step, you press the equal sign button. press the equal sign button. So you find that 12 combination 2, this is equal to 66. Okay. So then we go for, so this is the response, 12 combination 2 is equal to 66. And we go for B. B we have to find for 10 combinations array. So then, as I told you that, you begin on the setting 12, 10, then you press Shift, then the N combination arrow buttons, then you press 2, you press 3, and you press the equal sign. So on the scientific calculator, you do that, you have 10, Shift, N combination arrow, then we have the value of arrow is that ones. So the value of this function, of this one is what? Is 120. When we go for C, C we have what? 15 combination 12. So 15 combination 12. So you just have to insert 15, Shift, combination R, what the value of R. If you're joining me right now, you're warmly welcome. We are learning the general introduction of, so this is 455, general introduction of combination as one of the combinations of rule, one of the fundamental rule of count. Okay, so then here we are, D. D it is 25, combination what is 21. Okay, so that is 25, Shift, combination 21. Then this is 12, 6, 15. So that's the response. So it's 12,650. So 25 combination R, combination 21. Answer is 12,000. So let me bring close to the lens so you can see the expression. So this is the expression and this is the response. Okay. So what we are done is that exercise. So I believe that right now you can use your original scientific calculator on finding the combination of the numbers. Because we are selecting 2 items, we are selecting 21 items from the collections of 25 items. Okay? So let us go to the little bit trick question of this part. Example 23. So example 23, in how many ways can a team of 11 players be selected from 15 players? In this is very interesting for the football player or netball players. This is the nice question right now. In how many ways can a team of 11 players can 11 players be selected? In how many ways can a team of 11 players be selected from 15 players? To play, play, and match. So you have the total of 15 players in a team, such as Simba, such as Taifa Stars, such as Yanga, such as African Sports, such as TP Mazembe, such as Real Madrid. We have 15 players who have gone on the stadium in order to play. And then a coach now has an exercise to choose 11 players from the 15 players to select, right? So it means that also for this type of selections, because the questions didn't state anything about whether it is combination or permutation, but you have to know the nature. So it means that here the order is not taken into considerations, that maybe the goalkeeper is being selected first, and then maybe the midfield is selected, or the forward is being selected. So before even maybe the right side back or left side back, so that the process that will be taking place. So it means that for this case, in order to solve solution, so we say that first stage, we say we have to summarize the data. So the value of n is 15, and k is equal to 11. So then we say that from what? From the formula of combination, we say that n combination k, this is equal to n factorial over n minus k factorial, then k factorial. So what the value of n? N is 15. Combination what? 11. So this is equal to 15 factorial divided by 15 minus 11 factorial, and 11 factorial. So this is 15 dimension 11, so 15 factorial divided by 15 minus 11, this is 4 factorial, and hence 11 factorial. You can keep on simplifying or use just the scientific calculator, it's fine. You can keep on simplifying. You have 15 times 14 times 13 times 12 times 11 factorial. This is 4 factorial, then 11 factorial. So this one and this one are cancelled. So it means that we have 15 combination 11. Numerator we have remained 15 times 13 times 13 times 12 of what? 4 factorial is 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So we can simplify 3 by 15, we get 5. And then you can simplify 2 by 12, we get 6. And then 4 by 14, we get 7. And then it's 2, 2 by 2, it is 1, and 3. So we have 15 combination 11. This is equal to 5 times 7 times 13 times 3. And hence we don't have any denominator once else. So you can use a scientific calculator and take 5 times 7 times 13, which is 35, times 3 times 13 times 3, which is 1,365. So therefore, because the question asked us to mention the number of ways, 1,365. So there are, therefore, there are 1,365 ways of what? Of selecting 11 players from 15 players. So you see the number of ways that the coach. But this is under condition that every player can play any position. Every player can play any position. At the condition. Every player can play any position. Okay, so let me now take you into another part of solving a mathematical problem by using this permutation, by using combinations concept. So problem solving, so we say that solving combination equation. Solving combination equation. Questions. Okay? So let us begin with example. We ended with example 23, so this is example 24. So refer again DIT tutorial sheet. And this is question 22, 22A, and 22B. So the question says that solve for n. Solve for n given A, n permutation 2. This is equal to 110. Then B, the B gives n permutation, n permutation 2, no. They're no longer in permutation, so n combination. So this will be part C and part D. Part C and part D. So part C, it is n combination 3 is equal to 84. And also here we have 2n combination 3 is equal to 11 times n combination 7. So we have to solve for n. So this is an equation because there's two sides. It's just like algebraic expressions, algebraic equation. So it's an equation, but it's combination because of this capital letter C. So solution. So to solve that problem is not difficult. Issue is have understand. So we say that A, we have, so we say the first step. The first step we have to recall the formula n combination k. This is equal to n factorial, then n minus k factorial, then k factorial. Okay, so if that's the case, we say that, okay, so for Roman C, we have n combination 3. N combination 3 is equal to n factorial, which we don't know its value, hence n minus 3 factorial, then 3 factorial. So this one, we can say it is equation 1. And equation 2 is n combination 3 is equal to 84. So this is equation 2. So we go for the second step. We say that substitute equation 1 into equation 2. Substitute equation 1 into equation 2. So then we say that n factorial over n minus 3 factorial, 3 factorial, this is equal to 84. So here we have n minus n times n minus 1, n minus 2, then n minus 3 factorial, divided by n minus 3 factorial, 3 factorial. This is equal to 84. So n minus 3 factorial cancelled. Okay? So then we have n times n minus 1, n minus 2 is equal to 84 times 3 factorial, which is 3 times 2 times 1. Factorial, which is 1. So then next, you know what happens? We can expand. N times n is n squared. Hence you have negative 3n, because n times negative 2 and negative 1 times this one. Hence you have plus 2. This is equal to what? 84 times 6. So then we can find the value of n. So here it is n cubic minus 3n squared, then plus 2n. This is equal to what? 6 times 4 is 24, keep 2. 6 times 8 is 48, plus 2 is 50. So this is n cubic minus 3n squared plus 2n minus 504 is equal to 0. So this will make equation 3. So we go for the third step. Third step, we say solve equation 3. So how we can solve? We have different ways, but one of the way we can use the scientific calculator to solve it. So we expect to find 3 values of of this. So how are we using the scientific calculator? Possibly it's your first time, but I know you're a second year student. So you just press mode for the 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Choose equation. How many unknowns there? We don't have an unknowns, we have degree. How many degree? 3 degree. What the coefficients of n cubic? It is 1. Then press equal sign. What the coefficient of n squared is -3. We press equal sign. What the coefficient of n is 2. So it is 2. What the coefficient of what? Of n power 0, it is -504. So the answer, the first value is 9, the second value is -3, the third value is -3. So you have to make a choice there, the actual value. So say the first value of n is 9, and the second value is -3. This is n2, which is equal to n3. It is what? -7. So the good thing about these questions are this function or these equations of combination is you find that we found 3 values of n, but only 1 value will be suitable, will be satisfying the equation. Because our original equation was n combination 3 is equal to 84. We cannot have the negative value of n. So if we cannot have a negative value of n, therefore we conclude that the value of n is 9. But we can do our proof roughly. So for instance, if you are looking 9 combination 3 is equal to what? You can either use your scientific calculator to do it quickly, but you have to clear the previous function. So you have to clear all. Then so you have 9 now combination 3. Answer is 84. So this is true. So the goodness of this equation is you cannot miss them. Once that you're serious, you love basic engineering and scientific mathematics, you won't miss them. So let us solve for part D. And hence I'll leave the homework for you because now you have enough material, so we'll meet in the next session. So part D, it was 2n combination 3 is equal to 11 multiplied to n combination 3. So you have to solve for n. So the first step, recall the general formula. Recall the general formula of combination. So general formula of combination is say n combination k. This is equal to n factorial n minus k factorial k factorial. So we have combination function on both sides, on left hand side and right hand side. I believe with this solving of different examples, you won't be limited once again to this area problem or for combinations or fundamental rule of counting. So we have 2n combination 3. This is equal to what? 2n then factorial over 2n minus 3 factorial. Then we have 3 factorial. So suppose that this is equation 1 because I like, and this is how we solve mathematics. This is equation 2. Then on right hand side we have n combination 3, this is equal to n factorial divided by n minus 3 factorial, then 3 factorial. So this is equation 3. You can simplify the individual equation, and hence we go to substitute into original. So the second step we say that let us simplify equation 2. To simplify equation 2, it's a little bit challenging because you have 2n factorial. N factorial. So we have 2n factorial and then 2n minus 3. We factorial there. Okay. So then we say that we can simplify this n, 2n factorial. No, 2n combination array. This is equal to 2n. Then you have 2n minus 1. Then you have 2n minus 2. Then you have 2n minus 3 factorial divided by what? By 2n minus 3 factorial. Then 3 factorial is equal to 6. So this one and these expressions will cancel. So you have 2n combination what? 3. This is equal to what? 2n times what? If you expand, here we get 4n square. 4n square, then 2n is negative 4. So this is negative 4n. Then minus 2n. Then plus 2. So then so these questions is it's a concept, because you can get stuck at how can you find a 2n factorial. It was a little bit challenging. Even myself, I got stuck along the way when I was thinking, how can I find a 2n factorial? Okay? Wow. So if that's the case, we say that we are going to have 2n combination what? 3. This is equal to what? This is equal to 2n, 4n squared minus 6n plus 2. Okay? So then we have 2n combination array is equal to 2n, which is equal to 8n cubic, then minus what? Minus 12n squared, then plus 4n. So this now will be our new equation 4. Okay, new equation 4. So on the left hand side, we are going to substitute this expression. Let's go the right to the third step. So third step, we say that let us simplify equation 3. Because you know, many ordinary diploma students, they think that the basic engineering and scientific mathematics is difficult or is simple. I want just to tell you that it depends on how you define it. So here we had n combinations array. You can pause the video and try this to solve this question yourself. So this is n factorial, so you can have n minus 1, n multiplied by n minus 2, and then finally we have n minus 3 factorial. So there we have n minus 3 factorial. Then here we have 3 factorial, which is 6. And also we had a denominator here of 6. Oh, thank you, God. I forgot 6. So if that's the case, this expression and these expressions will cancel. So we are going to have n combination 3. This is equal to what? This is equal to n Then we have n squared minus 3n plus 2 over 6. And if we expand, we have what? We are going to have n cubic minus 3n squared, then plus 2n over 6. So you have n combination 3 is equal to what? N cubic minus 3n squared plus 2n over 6. This will make equation 5. So you have to substitute equation 4 and equation 5 in equation 1. Interesting. Basic engineering and scientific mathematics are interesting subjects. So we go for the force state. So you say that substitute equation 4 and equation 5 into equation 1. Okay. So if that's the case, we say that to check, we had this one on the left hand side was 8n cubic minus 12n squared plus 4n over 6. On this side we had 11. Had 11, and then we had n cubed minus 3n squared n plus 2n over 6. So this and this will cancel. So here you have a n cubic minus 12n squared plus 4n is equal to 11 n cubic minus 30n squared plus 22n. Okay. So if we simplify, we can bring this side, we have negative 3n squared, because 8n cubic minus 11n cubic, we get that. So here we are going to have plus 18n squared, then minus 18n. This is equal to 0. So we say that this is the fifth state. Solve. This is equation 6. Solve equation 6. Solve equation 6 by using scientific calculator. By using scientific calculator. Okay. So n squared is negative 3, n cubic, that is n cubic 8, then coefficient of n squared is 18, and coefficient of c it is negative 18, then coefficient of n power 0 to 0. So the first value of n is equal to 4.7. The second value is 0. The third value is 1.26. So basically the value of n should be an integer. there should be an integer. So we say that the nearest value, so n is equal to 4.7, and this will be estimated as what? As 5. So therefore, the value of n is equal to 5. Interesting. So now it's the time, let me leave the homework for you. So we did the example 21, 22, 23, 24, then now 25. So this is homework 6. So it's homework 6. And then this is example 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Which you have actually to solve. So refer the same tutorial sheet. You say that solve for n. Solve for n. Make sure that you do this before we meet. For n, then we have this space. N, then we have 2 here, is equal to n plus 2, n plus 2, n plus 2, then square parentheses, 3, n plus 2, 3. So this is E, this is part E. 4n2, n combination 2, and n plus 2 combination 3. So for n, given that happens. Okay. So make sure that you do this question. It's not difficult. Don't think that all the examples will be like, let's say example 24, part D. No, don't be fearful, right? You have to try. That's how mathematics it's used to be. It's a little bit challenging, so you have to be careful every time. And this is the end of lecture 6. Join me in the lecture 7, which will be the last lecture for the fundamental rule of counting, which I'll be teaching you. It will be the lecture 6. The lecture 7 will be problem solving on combinations, on problems of combinations, especially from the tutorial sheet. Yeah, there are so many questions which have been dedicated for ordinary diploma to solve them as a way of understanding and comprehending the concepts of fundamental rule of counting. So may God bless you abundantly. I thank God, first of all, who have created me in his own image and likeness and give me authority over the atmosphere, over the water bodies, over the lands. Give me the authority just to dominate the teaching industry, and he built the teaching chiefly in me. So I thank God for that, and I appreciate. I thank you also, and I appreciate about your time that you've been going through. You've been following me step to step from the beginning to the end, the point that where I was. May God bless you abundantly. I'm keeping praying for all my online ordinary diploma students, and also I'm asking you to keep praying for me. Don't forget to hit it means that to push the buttons of subscribe, and don't forget also to read the descriptions below in order for you to get more information concerning about what you are doing. And don't forget to share these contents with your friends, because we are going to upload, or we are going to have more than 300 videos in this online institution. So you have to make sure that you subscribe and you stay and stay online and stay tuned, because we are going to add up a video, at least one video in a day. So make sure that you are an active online student. Again, in case you feel from your heart that you want to offer God the free will in thanksgiving, or any type of the offering that you want to offer to God through online Diploma Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania, square bracket Olenjolaim, then don't hesitate yourself, because we have a very high running cost for a single video to be in air. It's expensive, but our God is more expensive compared to the expenses that we are going to use, because we never give up. This is the gift for the Tanzanians. You could have paid a lot of money to get all of these contents, but by God's mercy and God's grace, you are receiving these contents without any charge that is laboring upon you. But you can send your free will thanksgivings in order to support the running cost, so that hundreds of the videos of basic engineering and scientific mathematics for ordinary diploma that will help the present and future generation will be in air. So you may send your seed offering through 0759745331, or in case you want to do the bank transactions, then you can hit the show more patterns there to get the descriptions on how you can do your online support, or your online financial support, online transactions through the bank transactions, which is NMB at this moment. So the contents have been prepared according to the curriculums of the NACTE, National Council for Technical Education in Tanzania. So may God bless you and keep you safely until we meet in lecture 7 of Fundamental Rule of Counting, Differentiations and Matrices, as one of the very important module or course for ordinary diploma. May God bless you until we meet. See you.